How's it guys, it's Matcha from Mint Minds. So you've ever done your driver's license, you've ever been involved in getting your license for your car, you would know that there's a lot of studying, there's a lot of theory, there's a lot of reading, there's a lot of knowledge, there's a lot of witnessing, seeing what goes on. But in everything that you learn, everything that you read, everything you go over, doesn't mean that you know how to drive. In fact, you can watch whatever the other person is doing, you can witness it, you can observe it, you can think it, you can do it, you can read it. But it's worth nothing. In fact, it means nothing. It means nothing until you make the decision and decide to get in the driver's seat and actually learn how to drive. Because all the theory and all the knowledge in the world without any action, it's pretty worthless. Because in our lives, until we decide that we're going to get in that driver's seat, we're going to buckle up, we're going to grab that wheel of life, and we're just going to start the wheels rolling, one rotation at a time. Nothing will ever change, nothing will ever happen. See, you need to remember that for every car that is on the road at the moment, for every car that comes past you, for every driver that you see driving the car, at one stage of their life, they never knew how to drive. In fact, everybody had to start somewhere. So everybody that's driving now, at one stage, they had no clue. But what they did know is that they wanted to take control, that they wanted to decide to be in control of their future. They decided they were tired of being a passenger and just sitting in the passenger seat and just simply just following along and going along with everybody else and heading in the direction and destination that the vehicle is heading, having no control. So they decided to take control and they would learn. And I promise you, in learning how to drive, nobody gets it first time. Nobody just gets in a car and says, oh, well, I know how to drive. It's a practice. It's a practice that takes some time. You need to learn the skills. You need to learn what to do. You need to learn how to do it, in what sequences, where it goes, how it goes. But the difference is everybody driving a car didn't give up. They kept on going and pushing until they achieved what it is that they wanted to achieve, until they got their desired goal. I remember I had a friend of mine and his sister did her driver's license 9 times. She failed it 8 times previously, but on the 9th time she achieved it. But what's not important is that she didn't make it the first 8 times. It's that she kept on persisting and kept on going. No matter how many times she failed and got knocked down, she kept getting up and kept on pushing on until she achieved the goal that she was after. And at some point in our lives, I'm sure that every single person has had the opportunity or been in the passenger seat, had the opportunity to be a passenger in a vehicle. And you can watch exactly what it is that the person does in the car. You can watch how they do it, the sequences that they do it, when they change the gears, how they change the gears, how they use the clutch, the indicators, the windscreen wiper, steering wheel, whatever it is. But in witnessing how to drive, again, it doesn't make you a driver. And by being a passenger, it just becomes so easy by watching how they do and what they do to start criticizing, to start commenting on their ability as a driver and what they do, how they drive the vehicle, what they should be doing, what they shouldn't do, how they should do it. It just becomes so easy. We're also good at it. We're also good at just sitting in the passenger seat and criticizing the person that's actually in control of the vehicle. But that's just it. Is that it doesn't matter how much you comment, how much you criticize, how much you have to say, what it is that you do. I mean, you can slam on the floorboard of the passenger seat, the car's not going to stop. I mean, in your mind, you can think, oh, well, we should be going this way. But wherever the driver decides to drive, that's where the car is going to be heading. That's the direction, the destination in which it's going. Because you see, you have no control. You're completely powerless when you're just a passenger. You are at the mercy of the person that is in control of the vehicle. And you will be headed wherever they are going, however they're going. Whether they're going fast, slow, aggressively, whatever it is, you are subject to those conditions because you're just simply a passenger. And in your life, in my life, in learning to drive a car, the first few steps are always difficult. They're always difficult. They always seem kind of overwhelming. You try and get your head around this and you think, man, am I ever going to get this? Am I ever going to learn how to drive this car? Am I going to learn when I need to put the clutch in and how to change the gears and when I should be accelerating, when I should be braking, when I'm turning, when do I do the turning signal? You know, how does everything work? How does everything fit together? How does everything function? What's the sequence in which it should go? And it just seems daunting and overwhelming. But the funny thing is, same as in life, is that the more you do it, the more you persist, the more you carry on doing it, the more you do the right things in the right sequences, and the more you learn, the more you progress, the easier it becomes. And it just becomes easier and easier, and before you know it, you walk down your driveway, you get in the car, and before you even know it, you're a couple of 100 yards down the road. It's now in your subconscious. You don't even have to think about it. I'm sure all of you can remember back, I don't know if it was recent or as far back when you learned to drive a car, and how difficult it was in the process of learning. But before you knew it, everything kind of started step by step, just falling into place. And you realize what it is that you need to do, how you need to do it, the sequences. And the more you practice, the better and better you got at it. You see, you didn't get in the car and just say, I know exactly what to do. This is what I do. I buckle up, grab the steering wheel, start the ignition, put in the clutch, put the car into gear, let out the clutch, accelerate, brake, whatever it may be. You started one step at a time, and slowly but surely you just added each step onto the next in learning how you should do it in order to make you a capable driver. It reminds me of a story of my brother and I when we were young, but we were really young. I mean, we were so small I couldn't sit on the seat, front of the car seat, and steer the steering wheel and reach the pedals. And my brother, being the older brother, he was bigger than me, and he could just reach. So my mom had this old turquoise Toyota Corolla, and we had watched her drive it 1,000 times. I mean, we had witnessed her wherever she had gone, how to drive, what she does, where she does it. And we decided one day, my parents were out, that my brother and I knew how to drive a car. I mean, it just looked so simple. How difficult could it be? It can't be that difficult. You just get in the thing, you turn the key on, and the next minute the car just starts moving. So what we did was, we were scared to reverse it out of the garage, because obviously you had the walls on both sides. So my brother sat in the driver's seat, and I attempted to push the vehicle out the garage. And we were on a bit of a decline on our driveway, and the car literally rolled out. My brother managed to stop it in the road. I got in the car, and between the two of us, you have these two little guys sitting in this car trying to figure out what it is that we need to do and how we need to do it in order to get this thing to start moving forward. And it just looked so easy when somebody else was doing it. You know, it looked like you just do this, and the next minute you're there. But when it actually came to doing it and applying what you had seen, you realize that it's pretty much worth nothing, because the experience, the know-how, and knowing what to do and how to do it that's what it's worth. It's taking that action and learning and moving forward. Needless to say, we didn't get it right, and we actually had to leave the car in the middle of the road. And when my parents came home, we had to face the consequences and take responsibility for what we did. But looking back now, I just look at it and I think how easy it is to just drive a vehicle. I mean, it's within my subconscious mind. I don't even have to think about it. I literally just get in, and from habit, I just do it. And it just becomes easier and easier and easier without even thinking. I'm sure you've had those times you get in a car, you don't even realize, you don't even think about how you got to where it is that you were headed. You just arrive and you're like, how did I get here? Because it becomes so programmed in you, it becomes so habitual. It just becomes easier and easier the more that you do it. So in your life, if you want things to change, if you want to be heading in a different direction, if you want to be going in the direction of your choice and where it is that you choose, your desired destination, if you want to stop simply just sitting in the passenger seat and feeling these emotions of fear and anxiety or doubt or that you're scared of where this vehicle is going, where it's heading, that you're not in control, that you might not even know where it is that it's going to end up, you need to take control. You need to take control by getting out of the passenger seat and getting into that driver's seat. And then you need to make the decision. You need to make the decision that you're going to stop just watching life pass you by outside the passenger window. That you're going to get in the driver's seat. You're going to do whatever it takes in order to learn how to drive that vehicle, to take control. You're not going to give up until you achieve it, until you get it right, and until you know what to do and how to do it, so that you're in control and you're heading into the destination and in the direction that you choose. So from today, from tomorrow, wake up every day. Buckle up. Grab the steering wheel of life and just enjoy the ride. Life is a gift. Love it and live it. Take control of your life. Be in control and be heading in the direction of your choice. Thanks for listening. God bless.